What happened? Vern, hey. Thank you for coming. That's okay. I knew it was you. How's your Friday going, Vern? I see it looks blurry. Man, YouTube just don't want to let me be great. This is going to be a real quick live because I can see that they already messing up as I'm super blurry. As I'm looking at it on my other phone and it's blurry. I'm doing okay. I'm just sleepy today. I don't know why, because I went to bed pretty early and I mean I got up my regular time, but I am so well, I know why. I know why. I shouldn't even say that. I don't know what's going on. You know, especially on Fridays around this time, a lot of people are live. So I don't know. So what you gonna do this weekend, Vern? Is everything fully open back up where you are? Are businesses back at full capacity and stuff? I don't know why. Because my Wi-Fi is good. I have a good signal, so I don't know why it's so blurry. I'm eating leftovers. Leftover spaghetti that I made last night. And I made a grilled cheese with some pepper jack cheese to eat with it. I know all the carbs. But I said there's no point in cooking because I had a lot of food left over. So, because my youngest son, he don't eat spaghetti. He don't like it. But my oldest son does. So he just came and fixed him some, warmed him some up, and I warmed me some. So I'm like, nope, no cooking for me today. Leftovers it is. I might not cook tomorrow. We'll see. But today I was like, I don't feel like cooking. And I didn't want to order out. It was good. So, yeah, I ain't got nothing going on today. I didn't even have a topic for today. I've been really trying to focus today. And so I didn't even really think about what my live topic was going to be today. Like, what am I going to talk about? And I said, you know what? I'm going to be live for about 15 minutes and then I'm out. It's a Wonderfell's live. Hey, sis. Thank you for coming. Hey, Melvin. Excuse me. Oh, okay, you did. Yeah, I worked today, so I ain't did too much of nothing. I mean, I did wash some of the pots and pans and stuff that I had that needed to be washed. But other than that, I haven't done too much other than work. And like I said, I've been trying to focus on work because it's a lot. It's just a lot. So my energy is like, it's real low today, real low energy. And I really don't like to be low energy, but yeah. Today I'm just like, I took a week off my own vacation. Okay, you on vacation? That's cool. Good for you. It's a lot of people off. Girl, yeah, some days it is, and today is one of those days. Maybe you are dehydrated or you need some vitamins. I take vitamins daily. I have a box. I know you was off. I know how to vacate on my vacation. I know that's right. Vern, I've been drinking a lot of, because I drink a lot of water anyways. I at least do a half a gallon a day. Um, um, and vitamins I got a box of supplements that I take every day. So it's I know what it is, but I'm just tired. I'm tired today. I'm like, but I'm thankful. Made it through. Made it through the week. Anyone with me on a vacation, no phone calls are to be answered. I feel you. You gotta disconnect. You definitely gotta disconnect when you're trying to relax, when it's your time. You don't want no work calls, no calls about nothing, unless it's about that vacation and what I'm gonna drink next. You know what? Me and you is gonna have us a misunderstanding.
Yeah, what it is. Yeah, what it is.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm so glad this day is over. I don't even want to think about work or nothing for the next 2 days, which is gonna seem like what Fal say 2 hours. Cause these days be flying. These days be going by so fast when you off. It's like you blink and it's Sunday night. Like Saturday never happened. Like what happened to Saturday? What's going on? Man, it's like don't blink. Cause it's all over. I kid you not. Like when I took those, like I was telling y'all yesterday, taking those, well, I was off what, 5 days, 4 days? I was off a total of 6 days. Yeah, it was 6 days total. I felt like, I literally felt like I had one day off. I was like, what happened? This is crazy. And then I'm thinking, maybe the next time I take days off in a row, I'm just going to stay in the bed. I ain't going to get up and I'm going to see if it goes slower. I never bring work home because I know how to work and chill and come home and chill. Never bring work home. Well, for those of us who work from home, it's kind of hard. And I think it just depends on your job too, though, because it's month end. So it's like revenue, revenue, revenue. You got to bring that money in. So, you know, girl, these 2 little days were a violation. I know, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, it goes too fast. The weekends don't even feel like they exist to me anymore. Like, I seriously feel like once it's Friday night, Friday evening goes by quickly. Then it's Saturday, and Saturday just blows by. Like, I wake up Sunday morning, like, what happened to Saturday? It's already Sunday? You gotta know how to separate. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's easier said than done, Melvin, but I feel you. I'm trying to tell y'all, I be like, wow, this is this is not enough. Hey Dan, welcome. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I'm like the weekends. I think it should be mandatory that everybody should have Fridays off. It should be Friday, Saturday, Sundays off. There are no days now. We are just in time. It feels that way. It does feel that way. You say your job is hilarious. Mrs. Naturally. Hey, sis. How are you? How's it going? How was your day off? Same to you, Dan. Yeah, y'all. Your girl tired today. I feel like a sloth. But you know what I think I might do? Because I'm going to get off this live in a few minutes. I think I might take a walk. I think I'm going to just put my sneakers on and just take a walk. Yeah, you and Fal with y'all days off. And the rest of us working hard, hardly working. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a little walk just to get out the house. house. I'm tired of feeling so shut in. I feel super shut in sometimes, and I'm like, I gotta get out of here. And I think, y'all, I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and go get a car. And I don't want to because I don't want a payment. But I think I'm gonna go look at cars next weekend. Said you get your groove on. Yeah, something like that. I'm just gonna take a walk just to get out. Even if I just walk around the block, just because I'm in this house all the time. Like, unless I have an appointment. Other than that, I'm here and I'm like, I gotta get out of here. You say move the trees. A walk should be refreshing. Yeah, because it's nice outside. I was standing out there for a little while before I came in here and warmed up my food and went live. And I'm like, it's nice out here. I need to just take a little walk, just a little one. And then I was gonna do it live, but I know over here the network is shoddy, so I'm like, because they won't. It's bad enough sitting right here in my house. People can barely see me or hear me because of the network. Dan said, "My sisters, I'll be by your channels to show love." So yeah, y'all, ain't nothing going on but the rent over here. I'm just, I don't know. When you have a car and ride around all day to the same spot every day, it's a luxury. When you need it for your children, a job is a necessity. Well, here's the thing, even though I'm working from home, for me, it's a necessity because I need to be able to do things for myself. I haven't had a car now in almost 2 years, and I am not going to get used to that. I'm not going to allow myself to get used to that. So that's gonna mean just tightening up a little bit. That's what I gotta do. But I have to get a car because I really don't like Lyft. I don't like catching the bus. And I don't like asking people to give me a ride. Because here's the thing, even though when I had a car, I was that person you could call me and ask me to come, I'm coming. If I'm not at work and you need me, I'm coming. And sometimes I would even leave work if it was necessary. So for me, I need a car because people are never going to treat you the same way you treat them. And that's fine. I ain't mad at nobody. I ain't got no hard feelings, but I definitely need my own car. Oh, you're almost in Texas. Good, good, good. So, yeah, that's what it is. I just got to get a car. Um, don't want to, but I'm going to. I feel you. It's never the same when you're driving. Yeah, it's not when you don't have your own vehicle. People, it's like people disappear on you. And then with the pandemic, you have people that are, they're almost afraid to even be around other people because to them everybody got the virus, so they don't want to even come around. So it's like, all right, well, do what's best for you, Angel. I will. I will. And I've been thinking about I'm not gonna say thinking, I've been praying about it a long time. And I've come, God answers, He answers. And I know that I need to go ahead and get a car. I know that I know that for me I'll feel better I'll feel better having my own vehicle. So cause these and then y'all, I'm not even trying to be mean, but these Lyft drivers, some of their cars be so nasty. They be having dog hair and cat hair and people hair. Cars just nasty. They don't smell good. I will honestly say since I've been taking Lyft, I have only gotten two, no, three. It was three cars because I'm gonna tell you what kind of cars they were. Three cars that were just immaculate. Like you could tell that these were their own personal cars. They weren't hired cars or rental cars that they were using to do live. These were their own personal cars and they were immaculate. It's a guy in a Hyundai Genesis. It's a silver Hyundai Genesis and it's got leather interior and it's so clean and his car smells so good and he smelled kind of good too. But anyways, it was really nice, really clean. And he's picked me up a few times, especially when I would take it to work early in the morning. Then the other car was a Cadillac. It was like a newer Cadillac and it was super clean. Like just so clean, smelled good, everything. And then the other car, it was a Maxima. It was a white Maxima. And when I tell you that homeboy, no, it wasn't a Maxima, it was a Malibu. It was a new Malibu, and he kept his car so clean and it smelled so good. I was like, yes, this is the kind of lift I want. But some of the rest of them, ugh, they come picking you up smelling like feet. The dude car smelled like feet. Like, did he got his shoes off? What is going on? It was horrible. He smelled. He did. Val, you always catching my little slickness. You always you always catching the slickness. I be trying to slide stuff in there. But yeah, it this didn't smell good. It smelled like feet. I had to let the window down. And he was like, "Oh, it's cold." And I said, "Yeah, it's cold, but I gotta let this window down." And I was like, why it smell like feet? And I'm not a mean person. I'm not a mean person, on the contrary to what some people might say. I'm not mean. I'm not a mean person. So I wasn't gonna be like, your feet stink. I wasn't gonna do that. Even though I wanted to. Inside I was saying that. Like you need to your feet is stinking through your shoes. It was horrible. But then the lady came. I was coming back from the doctor. Her car smelled like sour milk. And I'm like, I know you lying. And then she had, it was like pet hair all over it. So of course when I got out I had pet hair all over me. And the thing is if you cancel the ride, they still charge you for it, especially if they already showed up. So I just had to bear with it and had to come home and throw my clothes in the wash and sanitize myself. Yes, sour milk. And I'm like, ugh. And she looked nasty, like she didn't bathe. She was dirty. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I know this is a lot of people do Lyft and Uber. It's how they make their money. It's their job. So I get it. And but my thing is you showing up for your job looking like this? Your car stinking, you a little musty. It was bad. I'm like, mm-mm. And that's one thing. If I was ever to do Lyft or Uber, I would make sure that I'm clean and I smell good. You don't want nobody want to be picked up and you stink. Oh my god. Yeah. Listen, torture. Or you get that Lyft driver where the car is okay. It's okay. It's not dirty, but it's it could use a little TLC. But they drive horrible. So you got to be in fear for your life because they driving like a maniac. And or then you get the driver that want to talk your ear off and start asking you too many questions and it's like, can you just drive, please, sir? I don't want to talk to you. I just want you to take me to my destination. And mind your own business while you driving me there, please. And I get it, they want to make conversation, try to bump up that tip a little bit, but I don't want to feel like I'm being interrogated because I'm in a lift. But I've had some really weird experiences with Lyft, and that's why I said, you know what, this it's time for you to get your own car. It's time because I was one of those people. I kept my car very clean. I do not like a nasty car. I can't get in the car and it's filthy. I just don't like that. That bothers the spirit for the car to be dirty. But some people can drive around in the garbage can. And I be thinking, how do you drive around like this? Car all sticky and I can't. It just thinking about it gets on my nerves. Like, come on, y'all. You just driving around here, garbage. Like, why you got what is all the garbage in the car for? You just don't throw nothing away, huh? Oh, for real, y'all laughing, but I'm so serious. Like, you just eat the food and throw the bag in the back. The one girl had, and she said you can sit in the front. And I don't normally like to sit in the front when I take a lift, but she was like, "You can sit in the front," and I'm kind of looking weird, like, why I gotta sit in the front? Like, I want to sit next to you, but I went on, got in because I had to go. But when I turned around and looked in the back, I see why. Child, garbage, garbage everywhere. I mean, she had it looked like, okay, she had a laundry basket, and I ain't judging nobody, but she had a laundry basket in the car, and there was some clothes in it, but it was like some cleaning stuff, some clothes. Then she had some trash bags and bags of like fast food garbage, water bottles. Just I was done. Hey James, welcome. Thank you for coming. Angel, I have everything in my car. I'm okay, but I'm sure you don't be having garbage in your car like it's a trash can. This child had empty cans and beef jerky wrappers and half-eaten chips, and I'm like, what is? I know you lying. I will. Oh, you gonna get a bad rating. And she could tell by my face that I was like, really? This what you're doing? And she said, "Oh, I know my car is so dirty. I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna clean it." And I'm like, "You need to clean it. Like right now. Drop me off and go clean your car." Vern, Vern, they are supposed to be clean, but they also know that they don't make them come in and have their cars inspected. I don't think, except maybe one. What do they have to be inspected once or once a year? So you could be riding around between that time in a garbage can and nobody's going to know. The ride sharing service is not going to know you riding around in a trash can unless somebody complain. And I don't want to get anybody kicked off the platform, because the thing is when people get a lot of complaints, they can get suspended from being able to drive. So I don't want to do that to nobody, because I know I know it's hard. I know we already in a pandemic, and there's not a lot of drivers. It actually, when you request a lift now in our area, I don't know about everywhere else, but now when you request an Uber or a Lyft, it takes forever. So if you have an appointment at 10, you better request that lift by like 8 o'clock to give them time to find a driver to get to you, because it's that bad. You waiting a long time to get a ride now. And then they get there and it's a trash can. You you were talking about running around in the garbage can. I'm for real. Like, like they be riding around on driving trash cans on wheels. Like that's nasty. Why you got all this garbage in here? And then this is your job. You're picking people up, providing rides, and it's filthy. Like, oh my gosh. I just can't. I can't do it, y'all. I gotta get a car. I have to. I have to. Because I just feel dirty sitting in some people's cars. Like, I feel sick. Like, I just instantly feel like I got sick just sitting in here. Like, I feel unwell. Like, this is nasty. Like, you need to clean up. I'm for real. Like, clean up. It's not, that is not okay. That is not okay. Because those rides are expensive. And depending on where you're going, you could end up paying 30, 40, 50, $60 to get there. And then I just gave you $60 to ride in this trash. Like, I'd rather take my chances on the bus, which I do. I will. I'll get on the bus sometimes when I know that I don't have to go like super far. I just take the bus if I don't just decide to walk. But normally I'll get on the bus as well because I'm like, if the bus don't be as dirty as some of these people's cars, the bus cleaner than their cars. That's not good. It's like, y'all gotta stop. This is ridiculous. And they know, that's the thing. They know when they pick you up in their cars is nasty. Cause they'll say, "Oh, I'm going to get a car wash. I'm gonna go get it detailed." And I've gotten in lifts where the person smoke. And so the car is just filled with cigarettes. And I'm not trying to offend anybody that smoke. If you smoke, that's your business. But I think if you're going to do ride sharing, you might smoke outside the car so that when people get in, they don't have to be smelling like an ashtray when they get out. Because the lady, her car it was so smoky. And she said, "I'm so sorry about the smoke." And I'm just like, just please, just drive. And I let the window down. And she was like, "Oh, you don't have to let the window down. Turn the air on." I said, "No, no, no, don't turn the air on. I'm going to let the window down." And like, you trying to make the smoke blow through the vents. It's already stanking in here. Yeah, I can't do the smoke smell either. Oh, I hate it. That is one of the worst smells to me is to smell smoke. Cigarette smoke. It's so gross. It's nasty. And I know it's a lot of people that smoke. So I ain't trying to offend people, but I know for me, I hate cigarettes. Like I've always hated them. Since I was a kid, I hated cigarettes because my mom smoked, my grandmother, my grandfather, my dad, my brothers and sister, they smoked. And it was like, ugh, the smell. The smell. And the thing is, with people that smoke, they can't smell smoke like you do when you don't smoke. So they think you just over exaggerating when you say that they smell smoky and that everything in their house smell like smoke. They don't believe that. They be thinking you just being a drama queen. No, I'm not being a drama queen. I'm not being dramatic. You smell like an ashtray and your house smells like an ashtray. So that's the smell that I hate. I absolutely can't stand it. And like, when you work in an office building, a lot of times people get on the elevator and depending on if they smoke on their way to work or whatever. And then this one man, I swear it smelled like he put the cigarette out maybe and put the rest of it in his pocket to smoke it later. He be fuming. Straight fuming like you really out of line for that. Like, why do that? That's so offensive to people. Nobody want to smell that. And then I remember somebody said to me, "It's funny that you don't like cigarette smoke, but you go in casinos." I said, "Let me tell you something. First of all, I ain't been in a casino in like 8 years. So don't tell me nothing about no, I go in casinos. And do you think that when I was in the casino, I liked the way it smelled? I didn't like that smell. But I feel like it's a difference between your house and a casino. Like what you saying? I don't live in a casino. I live in a house. So I don't want to smell the smoke. I don't like it. But anyways, people, people try to justify everything that they do. They have to justify it some kind of way. But I just feel like when it comes to if you're gonna be a cab driver or Lyft or Uber or whatever, don't smoke in that car and then have people getting in there because nobody want to smell like that. It's not a lot of people that want to stink. I don't know anybody that want to stink. Right? If someone is comparing a home to a casino, they have a whole situation. Right? Right. That's the whole situation, Val. Like, really, girl, stop. You this no, mm-mm. No. And I just, I'm that person. I steer clear of that. When people light up a cigarette, if I'm out somewhere and somebody like I was in front of the doctor's office. Now, first of all, this is a medical building. Why are you it's nothing but doctor's offices and clinics in that building. Why are you standing right here in front of the door smoking? And she was one of those medical transit vans. So she was driving one of those. So I guess she was waiting on someone to come out from their appointment. But she stood her behind right there in front of that door and lit her cigarette. Really? Like, you just gonna do that right here? And you see people walking in, we trying to walk in and you light your cigarette? That's rude. And then you don't try to blow it away from the entrance. You blow it directly on the entrance, like, yeah, I'm gonna blow my smoke on y'all. That's the kind of stuff make me want to slap people. And I don't usually want to hit strangers. But stuff like that make me want to slap you. It's like that's so rude. That's extremely rude. Oh, for real, that's so rude to me. Like that is you waited until you saw people walking towards the entrance and then you light your cigarette and you standing right there just puffing and blowing it on people like this world this world sucks. It really does. Cuz people are so inconsiderate. And it was funny cuz this older lady was walking behind me and she started coughing. She started coughing, and I think she did it to let her know, like, hey, your cigarette is you need to move. She stood there like she wasn't gonna move. And I'm like, that's so rude. I just can't deal with the rudeness. Like, why people gotta be so rude? This is something that you choose to do. That's fine. Do that, but don't why you gotta be smoking all over everybody? Just rude. But y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'm gonna go find me something to watch on TV. I don't know what I'm gonna watch, but I'm gonna find something. Yeah, foul, super rude. It was so rude, and I couldn't even believe that. Um, I can believe it because nothing that people do surprises me. But I felt like I couldn't believe that she didn't realize how rude it was. Like you don't see how rude that is. Anyways, but y'all have a good Friday night. Stay safe. Have a good weekend. I'll definitely see y'all in these YouTube streets tomorrow. I'm not really sure what time I'm gonna go live tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'm gonna try to go live early because I do have something to do tomorrow evening. So I'm gonna try to go live. Try to go live early tomorrow, maybe around afternoon, something like that. But thank y'all so much for coming and hanging out with me, and I will see y'all tomorrow.